So we're up in Cairns and out for a few nice warm rides. Now, SLANE wanted to have a crack at a KOM called Copperlode. This has been held since 2012, December 2012, by one of the locals, I believe. It's a nice and quick time up there. So we thought we'd give it a crack. So this morning, off for a coffee, and then we rolled out to the climb.
Distinguishable from the many other points of light. Nearby planets, far-off suns. But precisely because of the obscurity of our world, such a picture might be worth having.
Wanted a good crack at it, so we've gone really hard at the bottom. I've Sherped him for 8 minutes at 384 watts. I'm toast. I swung my elbow. Off he's gone. I've got his bottles in my pocket. Let's get to the top and find out what he got. Went off segment. There's no markers or anything. There was no car park or anything at the top. So we will have to go home and find out. In the meantime, we're going to enjoy this climbing and views. Really nice. S.LANE. Now the Garmin segment feature went off course, so we didn't know what time he actually did up the climb. Now, let me tell you about the conditions. We had dinner with the locals last night and they were saying the wind doesn't matter at all. A 20k an hour headwind up a climb does matter a lot. So I was pushing hard for the first 3k's into the headwind for S.LANE. I swung off and then off he went. We were going to download the data at the top. We thought we'd finish the ride, get home first. So how did he go? Look, let's pick the peanuts out of this. So we're looking at the comparison of the KOM times and S.LANE's ride. What are we seeing?
We got stomped near the top, but we were pretty close for the first, how far is that, like 1.5 k's, and then we hit the wind where it swings around to that exposed section, and that's where we start losing time. but it's pretty steady. So it's like 30 seconds to 3.5 Ks. Still 30 seconds halfway through. So what, you swung off about here somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I kept it pretty steady.
Time gain there near
And
the end.
yeah, I was searching for the top thinking, I don't know when this is, so I didn't really lift it all, and he's obviously lifted in that effort near the top. So minute 51, minute 50.
It's a lot of time, but that headwind, when it comes out of the protected section to exposed, I think that might be it. So we'll wait for the wind to die down and we go back.
Yep, good legs, lots of caffeine. We'll leave it on the road.
We can knock a few seconds off at least.
Yeah.
If I've got another 8-minute effort in me, where's the best place to put me on the course for that 8-minute effort to help you out?
And where the most wind is, I suppose. So you can start a little bit up the road and catch me jump on as I go through that exposed section.
All right, so we'll have
I reckon
to...
you back it off and last a little bit longer.
Okay, so rather than sit on 385, 380 and punching to 400 pluses over the climbs, we probably back that down to, say, 350 average?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is knowing where the top is. Once you know where it is and you've ridden it, you can lift in that last couple of K. Like, I wasn't in the box, it was controlled the whole way up, so that's a good 30 seconds when you look at distance on the road.
Okay, so we peg some markers on the road or some markers on our Garmin's.
And we're sitting 7th on the comm, so let's get in the top 5 at least.
Top 5, how many seconds is that off?
22.49, 3.23, I reckon it should be up around 4.40. Sorry, 3.40. We can knock a minute off, we're going to be top 5.
All right, we're going to knock a minute off before we go. Well, we can try. Okay, now your disclaimer for this video.
And my disclaimer is I'm not saying we can ever beat Adam's Strava comm up. What is it? Copper loop? Loaf?
Copperhead Road.
Headed down to Knoxville with a weekly load.
We've got a baseline. I'd be interested to see if we can get better.
Okay, so it's a 20-minute effort. What is it about a 20-minute effort that all the coaches use? Is it a good indicator of FTP or...?
I think it's a combination of endurance as well as, like, you can have a good, solid effort in your legs, but you've got it. There's pacing involved. It's your highest sustainable intensity that's long enough to make mistakes in, I suppose.
Sure, so
that's why it's important.
Our goal for this week then is to try and optimise everything and not make any mistakes, utilise the conditions that we know, which is wind, road surface, corners, also utilise my 8-minute effort, maybe pull it out to a 12-minute effort if I can.
Where the finish is probably, like I went for 30 minutes in my effort wondering if I was at the top yet, so if I scale it back to 20, I'll probably go a bit quicker.
Alright, let's do our research and get back out there in the next few days.
Let's do it.